Now to a busy day for firefighters in Northern California. The fire danger remains high under red flag conditions with strong winds and dry air. Crews spent the day battling several small fires across the region, and tonight more than 10 vehicles are destroyed and several structures threatened as a grass fire quickly spread in Sacramento. Sacramento Fire called this their first major wildland fire under these conditions, and all on a day when the fire danger was already high, a red flag day. Here's more from ABC 10's Roxanne Elias.
Sunday services at Tip Fellowship Ministries was abruptly disrupted when a grass fire began to spread toward the church near 47th Avenue. Churchgoers walking out to see the flames just feet away.
I think it started off as a small fire, and then all of a sudden with the winds, you see the winds today, it picked up like that really, really quick. Big billows of smoke, black smoke.
Ray Green, the associate pastor at the church, says people began moving their cars as the fire crept up on the fence line. Crews with Sacramento Fire arrived within seconds and evacuated the church.
When they got on scene, this was a very fast-moving fire. We have a heavy north wind today. That's why it's a red flag day. So we have a red flag response, meaning that we're going to have a lot more equipment in addition, responding right from initial dispatch.
Captain Justin Sylvia says the fire then moved toward the Sun Valley apartments. He says a full commercial structure fire response was started to protect people's homes, but it unfortunately reached more than 10 cars parked between the buildings and the field of grass. One of those cars belonged to Luis, who had just run to the store and returned when ABC 10 was on scene. Luis says, well, it's something ugly for me because that's the car I use to get to work every day. The father says he didn't have the appropriate insurance to cover his car being burned and now wonders how he's going to replace it. Captain Sylvia says the cause of the fire is under investigation, but typically these types of fires are human caused. And one thing is for certain.
It's the property owner's responsibility to maintain any type of vegetation or weed abatement that's on their own property.
The church says this isn't the first time a fire has sparked in this field, but with dry grass about 5 feet high, they feel blessed first responders were there to keep the flames from reaching the building.
Too close. We're celebrating our 25th church anniversary. This is the closest a fire has ever been to the building. We're grateful to God, grateful for all the responders. Big shout outs, big help to all of those that came out.
In Sacramento, Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Roxanne, thank you. Sacramento Fire says now is the time to cut down any overgrown vegetation, preferably before 10 in the morning. In the meantime, the church says anyone affected by the fire can reach out to them for assistance with food or clothing.